Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying already underway here tonight in the Bolt Racing League J&B Modified Touring Series. Parker Clardy out here making some laps. So far, the only car to take laps, so he will be P number 1. DJ Trout, the number 30 now. Next car out here. Oh, a lot of these drivers starting to struggle with the car being a little tight. A green flag in the air for lap number 1. Or excuse me, lap number 2, I think. DJ Trout just a 10th off of Parker Clardy's time on lap number 1. Lap number 2, a little bit better, but does not best Parker Clardy's lap. Next up is the 418 of Dominic Barouette. Also, with the way this track is designed, as he gets the wall there, that is lap number 1 of 2. With the way this track is designed, you cross the start-finish line as soon as you exit the pits, so that 5.1 seconds off, that is just from his out lap, getting out of the pits. Lap number 2, a little bit better than the lap number 1, only 0.2 off of pole. Next up will be the number 95 of Spencer Jones. Lap number 1, gonna put him 4th quick. And lap number 2, not an improvement, gonna stay 4th quick of 4 that have taken a lap so far in qualifying. Next up, going to be the number 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp. Lap number 1, going to put him 3rd quick on the board. And lap number 2, not going to be an improvement. Stays 3rd quick. Top 3 right now between 15.334 and 15.405. Slim margins here at one of the bigger tracks that we go to this season. A little surprising. Next up is going to be the number 00 of Pacey Wygant, I believe. Excuse me, Jimmy Mensch, currently on track. Third quick on the board for Jimmy Bench there on lap number 2. Trying to get to our second group. There we go. Pacey Wygant now coming to complete lap number 1. Lap number 1, second quick. Lap number 2 does not improve. Gonna stay second quick, though. Next up is the number 28 of Cody McDonald. Lap number 1, third quick. Let's see if he improves on lap number 2. He does not, stays third quick. Next up, going to be the number 25 of Braden Avila. Top of the board on lap number 1. Lap number 2 does not improve, but does stay top of the board. Next up is going to be the number 31 car of Matt Smith. Lap number 1 gonna fit right in that slot of 6 drivers now within 1/10 of a second. Lap number 2 not an improvement, gonna stay 5th quick. Next up, going to be the number 19 AZ of Byron Jones. Lap number 1, going to be another one of those drivers fitting in that slot within a 10th there. Now 7 cars. 4th quick, though, for Byron on lap number 1. Get to see what he does here on lap number 2. Not an improvement there on lap number 2. Going to stay 4th quick. Next up, going to be the number 07 of Tyler Bickford. Already a multi-time winner this season and our current points leader here in the Bolt Racing League J&B Modified Touring Series. Lap number 1, top of the board. To the 10,000th. Or wait, no, that was 1,000. Sorry, I'm not sure. We'll look after. Lap number 2, not an improvement. Gonna stay top of the board, though. Yeah, according to my ticker, the gap between first and second in qualifying here, down to the 10/1000ths of a second. But focus going to be on, I believe this is Ben Jolie. Will have, I think I'm butchering it again. In the number 6. I believe that's number 924. Yep, there we go. 924 car. Ticker is broke on him. We will fix that here after his qualifying has completed. Ooh, smacks the wall there. I believe that was coming to the end of the lap number 2. But Ben Jelly going to put it 11th quick. Now we're going to move on to heat race action. On the pole of heat number 1, going to be the number 07 of Tyler Bickford. Into his outside, going to be the number 22 of Parker Clardy. Row number 2, going to be the number 19 AZ of Byron Jones, and the number 31 of Matt Smith. Row number 3, going to be the number 294 of Jimmy Mensch, and the 924 of Ben Jolie. And rounding out the field here in the 4th and final row, going to be the number 95 of Spencer Jones. And to the folks at home, little tidbit behind the scenes here. We are going to tentatively have a new graphics package here tonight. Unfortunately, did not get that set up in time. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow for the Pre-Legends series, and if not, next week for sure for the Bolt Racing League J&B Modified Touring Series. But Focus going to be here tonight on Heat Race number 1, and green flag is out. Tyler Bickford there getting the early jump off the bottom. Parker Clardy filing in behind, but Byron Jones down to the bottom trying to take away that second spot. Oh, a little tight there through 3 and 4 for Byron Jones. Might slip back to 4th there. Matt Smith now going to take over the 3rd spot. As a reminder, that is our 3rd and final spot in the redraw at the end of each heat race. Jimmy Bench now looking strong there, back behind, side by side there with Byron Jones for 5th. He'll have that spot at the line. Side by side there for 4th. Or 3rd, excuse me. Matt Smith now dives to the inside there on Parker Clardy. Had to check up a little bit. That stacked up a couple of hours behind. Six down at the line. 4 to go. Whoa, little contact there. A couple drivers took his maneuvers, but everybody stayed clean there. Oh, not anymore. Caution gonna fly on that one. And we'll take a look back at what happened on that previous incident. This was a couple laps before the incident. You see just how much pressure there the 924 was putting on Matt Smith. Smith had to try to fight a way around the 22 Parker Clardy if he could. There's a little bit of contact. And that's the one that sent Matt Smith around there. And that drew our yellow here in the heat race. Matt Smith getting tagged with the caution. Unfortunate there. Blades are now off on the pace car. Single file restart here. Going to be 2 laps to go when we get back to the green.
Green flag, green flag.
And green flag back in the air. Tyler Bickford getting a pretty good jump there that time on the restart. Back behind the 3 wide battle here for your final transfer or redraw spot. Jimmy Mensch using the high line. Benjoli on the bottom. Looks like Mensch might have it. And he does. Winner going to be the number 07, Tyler Bickford. 22, Parker Clardy going to finish second. Jimmy Minch going to round out the podium and take the final redraw spot home in the number 294 over the 924 of Ben Jolie and the 19 AZ of Byron Jones, running out your top 5. Really surprising run there, but I say that, and that isn't the first time that Jimmy Minch has made a move around the top side in the dirt. Just a couple weeks ago at the USA dirt track in the ARC Menards car in the Bolt Racing League Pre-Legend Series, Jimmy Minch won that race doing just that he did there. But focus going to turn here to heat number 2. Lineup going to look like this on the pole. Going to be the number 25 of Braden Avila into his outside. Going to be the number 00 of Pacey Wygen. Row number 2 going to be the number 28 of Cody McDonald into his outside. Going to be the number 30 of DJ Trout. Row number 3 going to be the number 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp into his outside. Going to be the number 418 of Dominic Barouette.
Green flag, green flag.
And green flag back in the air. Oh, DJ Trout in the back got real tight there. Battle up front, though. Pacey Wygen to the inside of the 25 of Braden Avila. Side by side once again, inverse order. Too close to call at the line there that time by. Wygen pulling out a little bit here out of the corners, and there he does. Pulls clear of the 25 of Braden Avila. Avila down to the bottom, throws in a slider, clears the 00. Pacey Wygen crosses back over to the inside. Wygen still going to have the advantage that time by. But Avila holds on to the top line that time. Braden Avila back to the lead. Wygen running second. Cody McDonald third in your final redraw spot. Back behind, a little bit of a battle here. Ben Long Varenkamp and Dominic Barouette. Back up here, battle for second. Cody McDonald on the tail of Pacey Wygen. 4 laps, 3.5 now to do it. Two to go. Back behind, a very good battle shaping up here for the 4th spot. We're going to turn our focus up to the front. McDonald throws it down to the bottom. One last try. Not going to do it. Pacey Wygen going to hold on to that spot, but Braden Avila going to be your heat number 2 winner in the number 25 car. Pacey Wygen, the 00, going to finish second. 28 of Cody McDonald, third. 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp, fourth. And the 418 of Dominic Barouette, fifth. Now we have a warm-up session underway. 10 minutes for these drivers to get reacquainted with their cars, if it's been a little bit since their heat race, as well as run the track in. And while this is going on, the admin team hard at work, getting our redraw situated. And once we have our order settled, we will announce it. As a reminder, redraw is a random order for your top 3 finishers in each heat if there's 2. So the top 3 there in each heat you saw. Starting spots are going to be randomized throughout the first 6 spots of the starting order. Just mixes it up a little bit. You can see Jimmy Mensch there making a little detour through the infield. Even just here in the warm-up session, you can really see just how close this field is. Four-10 separating everybody that's taken a lap so far. All right, and starting order gonna look like this. Brayden Avila gonna sit on the pole. PC Wygent to his outside in the 00. Parker Clardy in the number 22 gonna be inside row number 2 with Cody McDonald in the 28 to his outside. Row number 3 gonna be the number 07 Tyler Bickford and Jimmy Bench in the number 294 to his outside. Everybody 7th on back. Going to start how iRacing dictates, which is their heat race finishing position, with heat number 1 going to be on the inside and heat number 2 going to be on the outside. So far, track's starting to take some wear now. You see a couple holes there starting to develop going down the back or front stretch, excuse me. Even with those couple little slick patches, track's still very fast. Still only 4/10 off of our pole lap here tonight. And that was on a pretty fresh track surface in qualifying. Just a couple minutes remaining here in the warm-up session before we move on to tonight's 30-lap A-Main. But after tonight wraps up, don't forget tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Time. Gonna be right back here on the Capital Racing Network live for your presentation of the Bolt Racing League Pre-Legends Series. The ARCA cars in that series, they'll take on the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Gonna be a 4-night Grand Slam, excuse me, at Charlotte. Tonight at the dirt track, and then tomorrow on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday, the Grand National Series. And then the Lightning Series on Friday, all 4 of these series at the Charlotte facilities. Over on the asphalt side, obviously, as I said, we have the Pre-Legends Series tomorrow night, then the Grand National Series with the trucks on Thursday, then the Lightning Series with the current Gen 7 NASCAR Cup cars on Friday night. Thursday night live streamed over on, I believe it's Extreme Sim TV. And then Friday nights broadcasted on Green Flag TV. Both of those can be found on YouTube. And don't forget next week, I slipped up in saying it the previous week. However, finally, next week, we will be at the Chili Bowl. Tight little bull ring there, not a lot of room for passing, but definitely one that'll make you work for it. That even gonna be one of our Triple Crown Series races. But focus gonna turn here tonight to the dirt track at Charlotte. As a reminder, on the pole here tonight, going to be the number 25 of Braden Avila. And to his outside, going to be the number 00 of Pacey Wygen. Row number 2, going to be the number 22 of Parker Clardy. And to his outside, going to be the number 28 of Cody McDonald. Row number 3, going to be the 07 of yep. Jesus. Going to be the number 07 of Tyler Bickford. Into his outside, going to be the number 294 of Jimmy Minch. And then, after the redraw cuts off, 7th on back, going to be how my racing dictates, so these guys are in the right spots. The 924 of Ben Jolly, the 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp to his outside. Then the 19 AZ of Byron Jones, and the 418 of Dominic Burrouette there in row number 5. Row number 6 going to be the number 31 of Matt Smith, and the number 30 of DJ Trout in row number 6. And in the 7th and final row, going to be the number 95 of Spencer Jones. Terry Swift, no show after the warm-up session there. Unfortunate to see that. And lights are out on the pace truck. Now it is in the hands of the starter. First start on the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Braden Avila gonna get the early jump here. Pacey Wyden to the outside and back behind, 3 wide already. Cody McDonald there on the top. Parker Clardy in the 22 through the middle, and now Tyler Bickford in the 07 looking to the inside there, 3 wide down the front stretch. A lot of these drivers looking to the top line already in this one. Unless you're Tyler Bickford there in the 07. 3 wide for your race lead though. Bickford on the charge. Benjoli back there in about the 6th spot. Also one of these drivers making that bottom line work. Bickford now up to 2nd. Wygen gets a little bit of a run there through 1 and 2. Had to check up. This being one of those tracks that it's really hard to determine why, but the top line of 1 and 2, really good. 3 and 4, not so much. And you see Bickford and your leader, Braden Avila, going through the middle there in 3 and 4. But right back up to the top here in 1 and 2. We'll take a look back here further in the field. Ben Jolie is making some progress up to 4th side by side there with Cody McDonald down the backstretch. Slides up and takes away that spot there in 3 and 4. Still nose and tail for that spot with Parker Glardy in the mix as well. But Tyler Bickford now closing in for your race lead. Taking a look a little bit further back after some unfortunate circumstances in his heat race. Matt Smith now starting to trek up through the field, side by side there with Jimmy Mitch for 7th. Not going to have it at the line, though. Jimmy Mitch holds on to that spot. Still door to door for 7th. Now Byron Jones has joined the mix. Ooh, Mensch watched a little high there, got in the crumbs. That lets Matt Smith clear him. Smith now on the top. Gonna have the advantage here down the backstretch. Battle for the lead still hot. Both these drivers searching around here a little bit. Both went to the bottom there that time in 3 and 4. Let's see if either of them do it here in Yen. Both kind of through the middle there, 3 and 4. And you can just about see in there, you see it now, lap traffic gonna maybe play a factor here. They say that Spencer Jones goes down to the bottoms trying to stay out of the way. Both leaders here, 1 and 2, get by cleanly. Just a few laps to go here. And Bickford starting to put the pressure on for the lead. Back behind as well, battle for 3rd. Not quite as fierce as this battle here up front. We're going to stay on this battle here for the lead. Bickford right on the tail of Braden Avila there. Door to door now out of 4. Avila going to hang on to it that lap. 5 laps to go. As a reminder, both these drivers a little over a straightaway ahead of the next car, facing Wyden in 3rd. Bickford gonna throw it down to the bottom, trying to throw a slider, couldn't quite clear there. Thinks better of it, goes back to the top. Avila might have to start thinking about playing a little defense here. Oh, as he gets a little tight, grabs the wall. Both drivers hang on to it and keep it straight. But Bickford now throwing it down to the bottom, clears the 25 car of Braden Avila. Door to door down the front stretch, 2 to go. Avila throws in a haymaker. Bickford back to the bottom on the inside. He clears him into 3. White flag is out here this time by. Bickford to the top. Avila trying to put on a charge around the bottom. Can't make it work there through 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4. Bickford gonna pull away a little further. And Bickford is gonna win tonight's A main. Tyler Bickford, your race winner in the 07. 25 of Braden Avila second. Pacey Wygant gonna round out the podium, I believe. Ooh, and showing a little displeasure there to the 924 of Ben Jolie. Let's see if we can get the full context here, what happened in this one. Ooh, just barely clears him there. And I believe this was the white flag lap. Or no, that was the finish. But yeah, there you have it. There is your first and third place finishers here tonight. Just trying to find a better camera angle. Could not in time there. We're going to get a quick interview here with your podium finishers. We're going to start with your race winner, Tyler Bickford, in the 07. Hey, Tyler, this is Bobby in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Braden had really good pace there. I didn't think I was gonna get him, but he got into the wall a couple of times and just opened the door, man. It was just good hard racing right there.
And heck of a run here tonight, though. Anybody you'd like to thank here for your win?
I thank you for the broadcast, Bolt Racing League for putting it on, Midwest Sim Sports, Tommy Gun Customs, and like I gotta give a shout out to Braden for racing clean right there. That was fun.
Yeah, great battles all throughout there, and we'll let you go, and congrats on your win here tonight.
Thank you.
That was tonight's race winner, once again, Tyler Bickford. Next up, I don't see our second place finisher, Braden Avila, so we're going to move ahead to the 924 of Ben Jolie. Hey, Ben, this is Bobby in the booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Strong run here tonight and a late move on the 00 there to take home the third spot. Walk us through your race.
Oh, man. Heat race was pretty decent. I had no practice. I forgot about the league until about 2 minutes before and let me join, so we ran it, and in the feature, just couldn't find a way around Pacey and Braden and Cody there. And I don't know, I just found something there in the late stages of the race and passed him on top, and it somehow worked.
A great run here tonight, finishing third. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Gainesville Athletic Association, Paladino Metal Fab, and Permanent Shows.
Alrighty, well, thank you for your time, and good luck next week if you're here at the Chili Bowl.
Thanks, homie.
And that'll wrap it up here tonight. Trying to find a good outro camera angle here. I'm struggling. There, we'll do that. That'll do it from us here tonight at Capital Racing Network. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.